The fact that I'm playing my son's xylophone instead of having music on right now probably gives you the answer. But in truth, it's a little bit more complicated than yes or no, at least for TikTok. I'm Maria Spear-Allis, lawyer for content creators, and this is the Spear IP Show. By the way, that music that you heard just now during the intro, I purchased a license for that music, and that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm going to tell you, based on a lawyer's reading of the terms of use for TikTok and for Instagram, whether you can actually use music in the background on your TikToks and Reels when you're a business. Today, I am talking about the music that you see in a lot of Reels and a lot of TikToks, either based on trends or just because you feel like putting music in the background of a video. Here's what the Facebook company has to say about using music in videos. I've got it right here. Use of music for commercial or non-personal purposes in particular is prohibited unless you have obtained appropriate licenses. Commercial or non-personal, I would say that means if you're using Instagram or Facebook in connection with your business, that would be commercial or non-personal, and you may not use music, which means you're back to xylophone or whatever music you make up on your own, or music that is properly licensed. TikTok is a little bit more complicated. A long time ago, TikTok was actually a lip syncing app, and it has evolved over time. Because of its deep history as a music app, it's got some arrangements with some music publishers, so there's some music on TikTok that lives on there legally. But here's the thing. The thing is that TikTok allows you to choose between a regular account, a business account, a creator account. Well, if you are a business on TikTok, you do not have access to maybe all of the trending sounds and a big bulk of music that's available on TikTok. Instead, you've got kind of more of a generic sounds and music library, which allows businesses to use music. It's royalty free, it's all cleared, but it's not as fun as maybe some of the trending dances. Sorry. Here's what you absolutely cannot do. You absolutely cannot go on your phone or your computer and play, the latest top 40 hits from your computer, do a little dance, create a little video on your TikTok account, and then upload that to try and get around that music requirement. No. Here's where it gets kind of confusing. A lot of content creators are businesses, but they might have a creator profile and not a business profile. So if you have a creator account and not a business account, you'll still see some of those fun songs, but you're using TikTok in connection with a business because your business is content creation and maybe sponsorships and maybe teaching people about your expertise, which is your whole bread and butter. I really don't have a good answer for you on this because it's not clear. What is absolutely clear is that business accounts are not allowed to use that regular library of music on TikTok because of publishers becoming weary of, say, brands using their music on TikTok. For that reason, I would make sure that the music or sounds that you're using on TikTok, even if you're not using a business account, maybe you're using a creator account instead, make sure that that's music you're allowed to use. Not as fun, but neither is a copyright infringement lawsuit. So I hope this helps you to understand whether you can use music in your Reels and in your TikToks. And I'll see you next time. Head to spear-ip.com/influencer for my latest free resource for bloggers, podcasters, and other content creators.